Nasty.
You're just nasty.
And let me say this, ladies and gentlemen, it's 2026. Please stop putting yourself in, allowing people to go in and out of you. Just like, what is happening? That's nasty. Do you? Hi, I'm Natalie.
Hey, I'm Shalane.
Welcome to the Pretty Ugly Podcast.
Did you guys miss us?
Because we missed y'all. So listen, today we have a hot topic.
Hot topic.
Okay? Now, full disclosure, we are about to discuss The Polygamist on Netflix.
Yes.
So if you have not seen it, we want to give you an opportunity to shut this down until you've seen it, so we don't spoil it for you.
Yeah, watch that because it is great.
Okay.
We're not going to get into explaining the show, but let's just say we are going to get into.
Yes, so about that topic today.
Okay.
The topic is the wife, the mistress, and the waiting room. Okay. Now, I do want to let y'all know, if you do decide to watch it, because after we finish talking about it, y'all gonna want to watch it anyway.
As you should.
For those of you who are like me, go ahead and fast forward through those sex scenes because they are a little intense. Okay, just wanted to put that out there.
And for those of you who are like me, put those sex scenes on slow motion because the man was giving it out. That's all I'm saying. But okay, and was.
All right, so let's jump right into it, y'all.
Okay.
Okay, so first question, Miss Shalane, who carries the most emotional burden? The wife, who knows, the mistress who hopes, or the woman stuck waiting for a decision?
I'm going to say, in my opinion,
Okay.
who carries the most burden?
Emotional burden. I want to key in on that.
Emotional burden.
Yes.
Okay, so for me, the way I think it's the woman who's waiting for a decision emotionally.
Really?
Yeah, and the reason why I say that is because the wife, who knows, is aware and has had the opportunity to make a decision to change it. So if she knows and she's still there, she understands this man, she understands who he is, she understands the position that she's in.
Okay,
right?
Okay, I can see that. I see where you're going.
The mistress clearly knows that she's a mistress because you do not title yourself a mistress if the man doesn't have a wife.
Although they get it twisted sometimes.
Although they do.
Know your place.
In God's name. However, the mistress has agreed to play this secondary position. So the emotional burden for her, she's put it on herself.
Okay, agreed. I agree with you on that.
But when the woman who's in the waiting, more than likely, she has no idea what is happening. She has no idea what is going on. She gets this is an amazing man, the butterflies. I don't know where this is going. I don't know how this is going to play out. Her position is different because she's so hopeful. right? So those emotions are kind of like erratic. So I feel like once her bubble gets burst to find out there is a wife and a mistress, and you thought you was solving this problem, you thought you was coming in to be his all in all, just to find out you really don't even have a position at all.
Yeah, that's
just
unfortunate.
He does in his pastime.
Okay. All right. So,
but what is your answer?
Well, I'm gonna say I'm a little torn.
Okay.
Because I'm gonna go with the wife.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with the wife because no matter what she knows, it's still taking a toll on her emotionally, because her reasons for staying may be an array of reasons. In this scenario, Joyce, it was her lifestyle, along with her children, along with her legacy. So it wasn't as easy for her just to walk away, although so many times she should have and could have. I want to go with the wife. I'm gonna say the wife, because to me, the mistress, you baby, ladies.
Girl, you signed up for this.
Okay.
But however,
you signed up for this.
However, in relation to the show, this mistress felt like she could get rid of the wife. Because she felt like she was better than the wife.
Yes.
And why would I be here if the wife was doing her job?
Yes. So for all you baddies, the bodies, and y'all always talking about the old wife, baby, let's not get it twisted. Check out the show and you can find out what happened to Matipa. Okay.
And then I do want to comment on something else that you said about Joyce.
Okay.
Now, Joyce was my girl. But I really just want to know, what was the legacy? The legacy of Trampton? What was the legacy?
So the legacy for Joyce is so her children can have something, because J&J was built off of her father's back.
Okay.
Yes.
But she was never going to lose that if she would have left him. And he made it very clear in the beginning when he left her for a year.
Well, here's the thing. Although she may have still had some pieces of that, still you are having to go through all of the stuff, because he made it a point to put stuff when Matipa went to try to get that money.
Yeah,
he shut that down, and she was the wife,
the second wife though.
She was the second wife. But what I'm saying is, depends on what type of dude you got. Some people are fair, some people are not. That was one person you couldn't trust. So I could see how it was trying to cover even her lifestyle and what she's built for herself. And also, she helped him get to where he was.
And I agree with that. However, she had her own thing going. And as her mother told her, she had no reason to really depend on him, because the legacy was hers. Because the father did own half of it. And her name was a part of J&J. Okay. It was Joyce and Jonas.
Well, she did end up protecting that legacy in the end anyway.
Well, she did. And also I think her legacy was more about her reputation.
And I do believe that was a big part.
She cared more about what people thought. And let's just bring it into reality.
She did.
A lot of women stay in marriages for the image, because it looks bad if you're divorced. It looks bad if your relationship didn't work. Right. It looks like somehow you did something wrong, or you were a failure, or you were inadequate. And that is a lie.
Yes,
people have the choice to do whatever they want to do. Nobody owns anybody. Yes. So you cannot control the actions of another adult. And I hate when people spin the narrative that that's a direct reflection on the partner that chose to be faithful. No, but you need to make it choose yourself at the end of the day.
Choose yourself, yes. Now, I agree with you on that, choose yourself. But I also think Joyce had a little G in her. Because what she was not going to do was come in here and sit in her house and lay around in her house. Because throughout this show, She stayed home in her house.
She did.
And everybody else was in their own individual places. She was not giving up her throne. And I felt like that was kind of like a power thing, to be truthfully
Again, that's her ego.
Yes.
And that's perception, right?
Yes.
But also, they were all in her house, though.
They came in and out when they could, but
still, I get it.
Yeah, at the end of the day, I couldn't stay. To each his own. I know people who have stayed in situations
for less,
for so much less. But I can't blame Joyce,
right?
And we haven't even got into it for real, because it's so many layers.
It is so many layers.
Yes.
And her thought process, and she loved Jonas.
She did love Jonas.
She loved the idea of who he was when they first started.
Yes.
She had
he sold that very well. He sold it. And he was a go-getter. Real talk, he came from the slums and raised up. So he did his thing. Let's be clear.
And it was to be proud
of. No shade. And it was to be proud of.
But then prestige and power and accomplishments sometimes are not met with gratitude, but arrogance. And that's where he went wrong. However, I will say this. I respected Joyce's thoroughness. I admired her ability to sit under so much turmoil and so much ridicule and embarrassment.
Yes.
And still be gracious and still look the part. But baby, you just put a lot of unnecessary pain on yourself to keep up an image. And that's just, at the end of the day, she didn't like what it would look like. Even though her family was falling apart, her children were falling apart. And a lot of us, go through that now. And a lot of women can relate. I've come this far. I've put in 20 years. They kept saying they were with 20 years. I done put all this time in. Put all this time in. Even though you're miserable in it. And it built a different level of resentment in her spirit. And it broke her in a different way.
It did.
And was that worth it?
But let's, not too much on my girl Joyce.
Not too much on Joyce.
Okay.
Not too much on Joyce.
Because in the end. Let's move on. So, if a person cheats but never leaves their spouse, was the affair ever really about love? If the person cheats and never leaves their spouse, was the... okay. What do you think about that?
Well, I'm going to probably be controversial when I say this, but I think it was about love. It was about love for themselves, not love for anybody else.
Okay. There you go. All right. I was wondering where you was going, but you got there.
I'm just saying. Okay.
I didn't know. I was a little bit concerned, but okay.
Because there are
a lot of selfish. Men. It is about themselves. Self-serving.
Selfish.
All about me.
And they will tell you, I'm never leaving my wife.
Yes.
Or I'm never leaving my man. It ain't always about a man and cheating on a woman. Women cheat too. And I have no plans on leaving my man.
Yes.
I love everything he does for me.
Yes.
And I love what you do to me. And so I want both of them. And a lot of times, men, it's the same thing. I get to release and be free, and I don't have to deal with the real pressures and the reality, and I don't have children with you, and I'm not building a family with you. This is responsibility. I'm committed, and I love her. I'm never going to leave her. I'm never going to put her in a position where she can't count on me. I'm going to uphold the promises that I made at the altar, but I'm fucking you, sis. Come on. You know what it is. And oftentimes, when sometimes the side pieces or whatever they are start to demand more, they get put in their place real quick.
And they did.
And just like Matipa
did get put in
because Joyce being the third one that she is. Listen, Joyce is a G. So let's be very clear about Joyce. Don't play with her. Don't play with my girl. I might have some opinions, but that is my girl.
Yes.
But when she could not get rid of Matipa, she said, "Oh, you'll just be the second wife."
Yes.
Matipa never wanted to be the second wife. Yo. She was like, "I'm not gonna play second fiddle." And yes, she played second fiddle.
Yes.
Because one thing for certain, and two things for sure, she thought that Box was better than Joyce's. Yes. But he was still on Joyce because he loved that. That was his thing. Yes. So his appetite was selfish.
Yes.
So yes, he loved himself.
Yes.
That's the only person Jonas really loved. He didn't love them kids. He didn't love his business. He didn't love his brother.
No,
he loved
he loved
himself and his
That's it.
And that's it.
That's all he loved.
Period.
Yeah. Okay. When you right, you right.
And you, what is your opinion? You agree?
I mean, I agree. You didn't say anything wrong. There was no lies told.
Not one.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Is being the other woman always a choice, or are some women sold a dream they didn't know was a lie? Oh, we got a lot of movement over there behind the cameras, behind the scenes. Feel free to jump in at any time, voice. Okay.
Well, what I'll say, because I seem to have all the opinions today. All the opinions.
I don't think she knew what she was getting herself into. I think she liked the idea of it.
Yes.
Well, I also think she was sold a lie because he left his home. And he was with her for an entire year. And he was doing all the things to look as if he was ready to move forward.
Yes.
Right?
Down to even getting the divorce papers tallied up.
Yep.
Until that fire came. Listen, just let me let y'all know, y'all gotta stop playing with people. Because, baby, you almost got burnt up to a crisp. Listen, ladies, leave people's husbands alone.
Please.
People leave people wives alone.
Why do y'all gain from that?
I mean,
well, it's an ego booster. Yeah. Everybody's in the ego.
I'm not even talking about necessarily about the man. I understand that. You ate that. You ate that down. Like, yes, ma'am, absolutely. But in terms of the other woman or the other person, I'm wondering, because so are you being delusional in the fact of, let me just go ahead and accept everything that he's saying to me because it just has to be the truth?
No. Again, it's about your ego.
So me as the woman, what is my ego?
Your ego is, I'm better than his wife. Yes. Because if his wife was that
look
girl.
better, I dress better,
why is he over here?
Exactly. And that's really how people think.
No,
they really think like that.
But that's a state of delusion.
I'm delusional.
They really believe it.
No, they believe it. So technically, for me, you have what is it called when you actually lie and you believe the lies that you're telling? What's the next question?
Okay.
Yeah. Moving on.
All right.
But hold on, before we move on. Once you find out and realize that this person is in a relationship, it's no longer you was lied to.
You know what?
This is true.
You signed up for this because, again, it builds your ego. It serves you. These are two self-serving people. I will be honest with you. Sometimes it is very tempting to have affairs because that is an escape. There is no level of accountability.
Yes.
And there are a lot of women now who are living their best life. They are having brunch. They have the girlfriends. They don't really want to deal with being nobody's wife. Let's keep that a buck. I just want this nigga to show up and give me some dick, send me some money every now and then, and go back to your wife to deal with all your emotional baggage, your debt, your financial strain, the job. They don't want to hear about that. I'm here to have a good time, not for a long time.
Yes,
because a lot of them don't even really want what comes with him.
Absolutely. No. They don't even know what comes with him. And that's why when he does leave his wife, statistics will show when they leave their wife, it never works out with this side piece. Very rarely.
It rarely
Diary
works
of a Mad
out.
Black Woman, prime example.
You understand what I mean?
Yes.
Because now you got the real me.
Yes.
And I'm going to tell you something. when you're getting dressed up to go meet your side piece and you look the best, you showing up, you smell the best, you're putting the effort in to give an illusion, right?
Yes.
To have a good time. It's like going on a date. And to be honest, sometimes your spouse is at fault. I'm not going to neglect can cause you to do some things to get attention. That's why you got to keep your marriages spicy. You have to dress up. You have to put that same effort as if you're going to see your sneaky link. Both parties.
Yeah.
Because you know the adrenaline you get when you're going to see your sneaky link. It's let me shower, let me make sure I smell good, I'm soft, I feel good, all of this. You going in for a mission to enjoy yourself with each other. We don't have a long time, so let's get it in. Let's make it great. Let's create the playlist. It's a vibe. But when you with your spouse, okay, you got your bonnet on. No shade to the bonnets, like I'm with the bonnets, but you because I love a bonnet. Yeah. But the point is, it's like the dingy pajamas. It's not fresh. Lingerie. Really, and then everybody's getting stale and bored, and your attitude and tone is like, look, we got a lot going on. The mortgages due, things are due, the grass needs to be cut, and it's never a separation of we're still dating and we're still making ourselves intentionally be attractive so that we can desire each other.
Yes. And I like that you brought that up, but I do want to counter it with some people are doing all of that. And they just got very selfish, self-centered spouses.
Yes. With
who want their cake and eat it too.
Yeah. Well, if you have a cake, aren't you supposed to eat it?
You know what?
Because I'm not getting a cake not to eat it. So I hate that phrase.
So what phrase do you want to use?
A dirty dick bitch. Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay.
Beep,
well,
bleep,
okay.
Bleep,
so bleep. You want that and that too.
I don't think we're bleeping that.
Okay. Sorry. Just
that's
you have too much of an appetite. Let's say that. And you're all over the
nasty.
You're just nasty.
And let me say this, ladies and gentlemen, it's 2026. Please stop putting yourself in, allowing people to go in and out of you. Just like, what is happening? That's nasty. Do you not care about your private areas or your body? Yeah. You just running up in everything. You just everything moving.
You just giving it out.
My
gosh. It has a pulse and it breathes.
Yeah.
Come on.
And I'm gonna tell you,
do better. Be better.
Be better. And also, they creating all of these medicines. No shade to anybody that takes them, but sometimes these little preventatives, they are causing promiscuity, because back in the day you couldn't pop a pill to prevent your ass from getting AIDS. Now you can, so now you think you could just give it out because you protected. Your spirit and your soul is filthy, it's dirty, you're a trash can. People are just okay. Next question.
All right, so when someone keeps two relationships going, what are they actually protecting? Love, comfort, ego, or fear? I feel like you said this in a sense.
I think the biggest thing is fear. I think it's fear of facing who you really are. And so you hide in both people. Because sometimes putting the work in to make it work with one person, that is a lot. You got to start dealing with your own insecurities. You got to talk things through. The sex ain't always going to be mind blowing. It's going to be some times where you got to have hard conversations and you got to work through it, and you have to be sacrificial. So really it's all wrapped up into being selfish. Like it always gets back to that.
And fear and ego, because in this story, Jonas, especially with his last birthday after he done ran amok and gave everybody gonorrhea, he was expecting the bells and whistles for his birthday and he didn't get it, so he went from Joyce to Matipa. Matipa ain't had nothing for him, so he went from Matipa to Old Faithful Waiting Room, Essie.
Yep. And that was sad. And to me, that's a sad place to be.
It is.
To be the woman who, no matter what, you think you a ride or die. You ride and die where?
Yeah, and you messing up. All of them, in a sense, took a part in jacking up the kids, so to speak.
Every last one.
Like emotionally.
Yeah.
Just it was a mess. Jonas ran amok. And the women I don't know if you're gonna agree with me on this.
Okay.
When Matipa decided to walk away and leave her kids, I personally feel like she had to go, especially after that buckle. I don't want to give too much story up because let me move on. So y'all, because I don't want to give y'all too much. I want y'all to enjoy this story. But let me tell you, this is what I want to say. And then you can wrap up how you want to.
Okay.
Back to my girl Joyce. And in the end.
You can't give away the end.
I'm not going to give away the end. But I'm going to let you know that your sins will surely find you. You can go and run amok as long as you are allowed to, but in the end, your sins will surely find you.
And to piggyback on that, be careful how you treat people. Be careful how you treat people, and also be careful how you allow resentment to grow into your heart.
Yes.
Because you will stop being yourself.
Yes.
And you will start acting off pure resentment. And again, I love Joyce down. Oh, the outfits. Oh, the white. Oh, 10 out of 10. She was that girl. But she did some horrible things. And we're all going to reap what we sow. And even though it may seem like it was justified, she still has to pay that price now through her children. And I want to say for not each of them, because Matipa gave her children away, but they will have a different level of resentment for her later on when they find out their entire situation and how they got here and who their mother. That's going to be a mess. However, Joyce taught her daughter how to mistrust men, and she built resentment even in her daughter because she wouldn't stand up for herself and protect them.
Yes.
Essie taught her daughter how to be a slut and a whore.
Yes.
And she had no respect for her because that's what she was for Jonas, a cum-rag.
Exactly. And let me say, and the rejection was the worst for me.
Yes.
For men who have children out here that they not taking care of or acknowledging, shame on you. That is, I don't know what type of hell you're going to, but that is just, it's so sad. And what it does for a child and even into their adulthood, it's not right. It is. I felt for her, although she was acting out. But when she went to see the spiritual person,
and he told
her what it was.
Yep. And it was connected to her father.
It was connected to her father. And it helped her.
It did.
It did help her. Yes.
But I will say this, if you pay attention, Joyce's father had passed away. We never heard about Matipa's father. We never heard about Essie's father. We never heard about Ladani's father. So there was no one to check
girls.
Jonas.
Yes.
And he was running amok.
He was running
on
amok.
them women because they had no covering of a male. And a lot of us don't have fathers. My father has passed on. But it's good to have a father figure, or a male that you can trust, a brother, someone that can do checks and balances when you're in situations. Because a lot of times us as women, we just take on so much. We eat it, we swallow, we take it down, we put the makeup on, we get dressed, we go out and we have a tequila, we do whatever, we push stuff down. Eventually it's going to build a hardness. You can't keep pushing things down and then watering it with your tears. Because just like anything, if you push a bunch of tissue, put water, push it, it's going to become hard as a rock. It's going to be solid. And those are the resentments and the regrets. Because also, Joyce was of older age. She was at our age. Nobody wants to start over at this age. But I'm going to say this to you. If you're going through any type of abuse, manipulation, gaslighting, anything like that, you the second, third woman, please love yourself
Yes.
enough to know that it is always okay to start over. And there is someone out here that will love you beyond anything you have ever imagined. But
Yes.
as long as that demon is in the way and in your path, and you're giving your love and your attention and your
Yes.
energy, you won't ever meet that person because you haven't cleared the room.
Yes.
And sometimes we got to clear the room. So I will say with Matipa,
yes,
she cleared the room,
yes,
cleared them kids, and she got on. I don't know how it worked out for her.
Right.
However, it only took her one ass whooping, and then she was over it. You understand what I'm saying?
That was like 3-on-1.
It was, but
like
she was nowhere around to even bring Jonas back to.
Yes.
So sometimes you have to totally disconnect yourself because I'm not accessible to you to come back when your life starts falling apart. Yes. And now you want to lean on my shoulder because you know my love was true. Yes. One thing about it, people know when your love is true.
Yes, they do.
And they know when you're a dependable person. They have watched you. If they have been intimate with you, they know your dreams. They know your desires to be one. They know a lot of us we desire monogamous connections and we want to build a life. We're getting older. No one is getting younger. Yes. I don't care how young you are. If you're 21, you're going up. Okay? So therefore, when people know that and they want to play around and then fall back on you, they understand who you are because every single one of mine tried to spin a block and I'm good off that. You don't have access to me. I'm not. No, thank you. And I didn't go through this situation that they went through. However, I'm just saying. People know when you're an amazing woman. They know when you're a strong woman, and they will use you to lean on you.
Yes.
No matter how bad it hurts you, no matter how much they put you through, they will gaslight you to get what they need because at the core of them, they are selfish.
Period. And I want to send a shout out to all the men, the real men who are taking time. We didn't get to say Happy Father's Day.
We did not.
But we really appreciate the men who are putting in the work, pouring into the young people, both male and female. Yes. One of the things that I appreciated about Magish, he was getting on my nerves throughout the whole season, okay? But I appreciate at the end him when what's her name? Lord help, Sarah. When Sarah came on to him. And it was because of her rejection from her dad that she came on to Magish in the end.
Yes. And
he knew what that was and stopped her. I know so many men who would not have done that. Yeah. They would have slept with that girl and not know the further damage that would have done to her. So again, I appreciate the men who've been in those type of positions.
Absolutely.
Right? Who had to pause and then stand up. Yes.
And be a man.
Yes.
And to be very clear, we're talking about a specific type of women because this is a girl show.
Exactly.
However, we do not bash men around here. We love our men.
We love our men.
So to be very clear, there are just as many stand-up men and faithful men, because that's a real thing.
Yes.
Monogamous men, all the things that are out here taking care of their families and handling their business. Yes. And we applaud you. We appreciate you.
Me too.
This, on the other hand, was about a whoremonger. And so that's why we were giving our opinions on it. And I will also say this for you whoremongers out there. Jonas could afford to be a hoe because he was taking care of those women. They had houses, they had cars. I'm not saying it makes it better, but y'all gonna be a hoe when y'all broke. I'm sorry. Y'all gonna be a hoe and the girls are taking care of you. I'm sorry. Y'all gonna be a hoe and you on her phone plan. Oh, I'm sorry. You gonna be a hoe but you driving her car. Oh, I'm sorry. You gonna be a hoe but you still living at home with your cousin or your mother. Oh, I'm sorry. Listen. You being a broke whoremonger is just disgusting. That dick is not that good. And the women that's making you think that it is, they're probably just as low class as you are. But anyway, we appreciate you guys joining us today. The polygamists, we give y'all a shout out. First of all, the Africans is coming through. I love that. Y'all are number one on the list this week.
All right.
It was a great show. It made you think. It made you get emotional. It made you get angry. You guys are doing a wonderful job. We are your sisters, and we love you out there. And everybody else, we love you too. We see you next time. Bye.
Are you gonna be